Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the Schmoes know, this is Box Office Breakdown. Information and commentary on weekly movie box office.
Hello, everybody. We have replaced the mug with an actual Jamba Juice smoothie.
Yeah, I had to.
Are you becoming normal?
Are we sponsored now?
No, I had to do it.
He has water and a smoothie. It's a whole new world.
The grocery order didn't come in my work, so I had to improvise today.
Do you order into groceries?
Yeah, I do a little
planned meal person.
I do all the ordering.
Also, do you got like a blender? Do you make your own smoothies?
Yeah, of course. I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner there.
I'm going to say that I'm impacting you to become more normal and stay away from
I think so.
crazy mugs.
I think I became a lot normal in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, for those of you back with us at Box Office Breakdown, thank you for joining us, Popcorn Talk Network. I'm Sara Stretton. Got JT here.
We were playing basketball this week.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited.
We didn't see you. I was going to come get you, but I seen you going to work on, Friday?
Yeah, I was going to work.
You were wearing a bikini. I was like, what is she doing?
Yes, I go to work in a bikini.
What? What do you? I thought
This
you
is
worked at
called
a
a
theater.
lie.
Oh.
I'm
that's
mastering
just the way I
lying,
just
and he's
visualized that.
mastering being normal.
Maybe I just visualized that.
I was gonna
I
say.
visualize every girl in a bikini.
Uncomfortable. All right, so
Straight out of the box.
I finally joined the rest of the world this week, in case you guys were wondering.
Oh,
I
no.
saw Furious
You
7.
saw it?
I did.
Oh, I thought you
Oh.
said you were going to join Twitter.
Oh, that would have been much
no,
better.
I avoid that at all costs. I don't understand. All I know is Roxy now has a Shoot, I keep messing up the word.
Periscope.
That
Oh,
has one
yeah.
of those.
How does that work?
It's horrible. I feel like all I think is like people are gonna start using it for porn. It's like live streaming of like instances in their life.
What's wrong with that?
I was just about to say. I didn't even
No,
think of that.
wrong.
I joined the rest of the world. I saw Furious 7.
Okay.
I saw it within the first week, and I thought I was late.
Where did you see it? During the week or a weekend?
Week.
During the week, was it packed?
No.
Okay.
Not packed, but I normally go to the movies when it's like completely dead. I'm very used to like having my own private movie theater
Okay.
going on.
Well, you didn't see it in China then.
No, you didn't.
But there was
get to
people.
that.
It was like the middle of the day, a weekday, and there was people, and the
Okay.
audience was like diverse. Like there was like kids, there was teenagers, there was couples, there was a few old people,
Latinos.
like total like just pool of people. Like it would have been the most fantastic review.
Are we talking like mid-afternoon? Or are we talking nighttime?
Mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mid-afternoon, but all over the board.
Well, what did you
This
think of the
was-
movie? That's what I want to hear.
So much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So
Totally agree.
ridiculous and over the top and doesn't really make an ounce of sense. Like half of these things can't happen.
Nope.
But so much fun to watch. I can't say I'm one of these people who's going to go see it again, which is why I think these
Okay.
numbers are going up, because I think people are seeing this movie a bunch of times. But really enjoyed it. Really glad I saw it. Like it was well worth my theater money. And tickets for theaters are really expensive right now, so like that's a big deal.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, when I saw it, it was a packed house.
Okay.
And I feel like that added to my enjoyment of the movie because it's such kind of a dumb, fun ride that you kind of, the whole crowd's into it. You know, they're laughing, they're yelling throughout the movie. I wonder if I saw it like I think I would still enjoy it. But I feel like it might have diminished my, I feel like this is the definition of a popcorn large audience movie.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
And I'm wondering if you saw it with a huge theater on like a Friday night, if you would have enjoyed it a little more.
Okay, see, I think that does play into effect for like movies. Like when I saw The Interview, which you liked,
Yeah, I like the
I
movie.
did not really like The Interview. I saw it in a theater pretty much by myself, was not laughing. So I was just like, this is kind of painful
Well,
and
it's
taking
like-
forever.
It's like when you go to a club. I mean, if you go to a club and there's like two dudes on the dance floor and like a chick,
It gets ruined.
like it's not going to be good. But if
But-
it's like a bunch of girls twerking and stuff like that, then
Fast
yeah,
and
everybody's going to have a good time.
Furious 7 wasn't ruined for me. I still really enjoyed
No, yeah,
it.
it's still an enjoyable film.
And maybe I didn't get all the laughs or the slow claps that I've been hearing all these stories about, but I really, really did enjoy that movie.
Did you cry?
And did I cry?
Oh, at the ending.
At the
Yeah.
end?
Yeah.
In the in memoriam? No, I did not cry.
But you
Yeah.
teared up a little bit.
No. I was moved. I felt like Vin
Okay.
Diesel was being very honest, and I thought that his monologue at the end to close it up was done really nicely. In comparison to a lot of the movie, which is like extremely soap opera-ish, where I like don't typically believe a lot of the things they're saying. With him, I really felt his presence through the whole movie, and I was like, good job, Vin Diesel.
Did you feel like it could have been the end of the franchise right there?
Yes.
Like, it does feel like that way, doesn't
I've
it?
already mentioned this. Like, so many people are on board for number 8, and with all the money it's making that we're about to talk about, like, pretty sure 8's on the way. But for
8,
me,
9, and 10.
I'm really happy with my Paul Walker, Fast and Furious franchise. Like, I love the note we left it on. I love that this Fast and Furious, like, it's fun, it's exciting, it does have that emotional level, so I kind of felt like it did the most a Fast and Furious movie can do. I don't get a lot of emotion out of the other ones.
No, of course not.
And like, what route do you go next? Like, you're never going to feel that same way. But it's making so much money, which is what we are here to talk about. So might as well start with it. Number 1, Furious 7 brought in $59 million this week. That's like close to where we've had like Disney movies like opening. Like, we're talking about Cinderella opened at like 70 movies. Its second week is close to Disney movies' highest opening. It is bringing its total domestic to 251.
Jesus.
Again, second week. It's still a huge drop.
I almost called
almost a 60% drop.
Yeah,
but huge numbers.
I almost called it. I had 61 million total. And for 5 for 5, and I win just in case you're wondering.
Did your researchers figure out what everyone's totals are? Or are we still? Are they still doing annual?
No. It made $61 million almost.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the past we've had we keep track of who's won what.
Oh, that's next week.
That's next week. Okay, so
next
everyone,
week we'll give the totals.
We're getting into total winners
we
next
week. We
have
our crackpot, crackpot statisticians.
I don't think that's the right word, but okay. Number 2 went to another movie that's been out for a while, or 3 weeks. Home. Thank you very much. 18.5 million. So its total is coming to 129. Not bad numbers, but it just
great
seems.
For DreamWorks.
Yeah, but compared to Furious, everything seems so sad.
Yes. But the press thing, it only dropped 30%.
True.
Which is really well.
Yes, that's correct.
And then we have, of the top 5, the only one that was in its opening week.
Longest road.
I was going to say, and long size from the rest of the panel. The longest ride, bringing in only 13 million. Pretty where we were expecting it to be.
Did you see it? You are the target audience for this.
You are the target audience.
Okay. I'm just saying.
No.
Are you a fan
Did I say again? No.
Have you seen his other films?
Like the Nicholas Sparks movies?
Yeah. Everybody's seen The Notebook.
Everyone's seen The Notebook.
Yeah, everyone's seen The Notebook.
I've also seen Dear John.
Oh, yeah.
Which was like with Amanda Seyfried and Channing Tatum.
Yeah, that's
We're going to talk about that later.
I think I've seen some other ones. I
Lucky One?
always remember the Lucky One. Was that Zac Efron?
Yeah, Zac Efron.
I saw that one. I didn't see the Julianne Hough one.
Safe House.
Safe Haven.
I'm kind of done with the Nicholas Sparks thing. I think
everybody
lost their thunder.
This thing will top out at the theaters around like $37 million.
Yeah,
maybe 40.
A lot of them were carried through with the hope that like it could be another Notebook.
Yeah,
and I think that hope has just faded.
Of course.
You never know. He has made like there's like 11 movies based off his books.
Didn't Miley Cyrus star in one?
Miley Cyrus starred in one.
We're gonna be talking
about it later. I'm pretty sure like a long time ago, like they were doing them in like the 80s.
Yeah,
I feel like people always remember the Notebook, but he's been around. Who knows how much longer though? Because 13 million, not very high.
No.
And then we go to number 4. For me, the most surprising on his list. I guess I'm wrong though because I didn't win. Get Hard. $8 million.
Yeah.
You had it out of your top 5.
Yes, I did. Because I mean, obviously not a lot of people are seeing it, but I don't know who's choosing to see this movie.
There's no other. You sound like me. There's no other comedies in it.
That's the thing. It's the only R-rated comedy that's playing.
And it's the same thing. It's like,
but
as fast as sold out. People are going to be like, am I going to see Home? No. Am I going to see this longest douche ride? No. I'm going to watch Get Hard.
Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart alone.
I just expect people to just keep their audience to keep going to Furious 7. So unless you're
telling me, they got a $4 million runoff from that because of sold out Furious tickets, guaranteed.
It has a 29%. It has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has like not that great of an audience either. No one likes this movie. It's ridiculous. But then bringing in our top 5 is going to be Cinderella. hanging in there, $7 million in its fifth week, bringing its total to $180 million.
Wow.
So Home
might do
has
200.
129, and then Cinderella 180, and then Furious 7
Again,
251.
Cinderella could crawl at 200. That'd be very nice.
And the fact that Home and Cinderella are constantly in top 5 the last few weeks is because they're both kids movies, but they're two totally different kind of kids movies.
It's over next week.
What?
It's over next week for them.
For the kids movies?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. I know what you're talking about.
Also, but things worth mentioning, Divergent dropped to number 6.
Wow.
It is off. It was in only its 4th week. It's completely gone from the top 5, probably never to recover. Woman in Gold, which we had been talking about, is going up.
Yeah,
it
it's
made
got a good thing.
$5.48 million. That's up 162%. It also went up in theaters from it went up to 1,500, and I think it started at 300. So
it's doing
huge
very
rise
well.
in theaters.
And
Good money for Weinstein.
Danny Collins is doing well too. The Pacino and Eminem any movie.
Yeah, for a small theaters.
For a small movie in 739 theaters to get to 9th place, that's not bad. And then you got While You're Young, Stiller movie as well.
Movie, Noah Baumbach or something
And then
like that.
you know what killed Ex Machina?
Oh yeah, but it
Ex
got
Machina?
limited release.
It was only in a couple of theaters, but it was averaging 62,000 per.
It was in four theaters.
Yeah, but 62,000 per for 4 theaters is crazy town. And the Schmoes gave it
That's
5
because
for
people
5.
were so disappointed from Chappie, and we're like, "This is gonna how you do an
True.
AI movie right?
True.
Let's go see what can be done with not as much money, but with some talent."
I might see it. The Schmoes give it 5. I'll go see it.
I'm on board too. I think that I would go see Ex Machina. It's
I'm
one of the
definitely
ones
gonna
that
see it.
I'm.
I saw
more
Ex
excited
Machina
about.
this
Really?
weekend. It was great.
Is that how you say it?
Ex Mach? Yeah, it's like Deus Ex Machina, but without the Deus part.
You should know how to
Thank
say
you.
that, Sarah. You're Spanish.
Yeah. Nope.
Jupiter Josh, what did you think of the movie overall, man? Is it worth checking out?
Oh man, fantastic start. I mean, it's there's only 3 actual characters in the movie, but it's pretty fantastic from start to finish. Really engaging with some pretty heady philosophical AI stuff. Lots of some twists you don't see coming. Some things you think are going to be twists that aren't twists. It's really well made.
Oh, I love
And
the
that
fake
is
out. The
how a
twist
twist
fake
is
out.
supposed to be made.
Yeah, the twist fake out.
That's the reaction right there that people who write
Yeah.
with twists want. So I am excited to see this movie. Let's get into our international numbers for a little bit.
There's only one.
There's only
only one.
movie to talk about. But
Cinderella?
let's go about it.
Yeah, of course.
No, Furious 7, 195 million overseas this weekend, which includes 68.6 million on opening day, which was a Sunday in China.
The People's Republic of China. Holy shit. $70 million in one day.
One day.
One day.
Insane.
9 months from now, there's going to be probably 6 billion new Chinese kids named Toretto. and maybe fast. They might even name him Furious. Who knows? My thing is, what was everybody off that day? Were they done polluting the air? Polluting the air for the whole world?
Maybe it's a holiday.
I was about to say it's a national holiday for China. They
Something's
make half the cars there in the movie, so
I want to verify this Sunday thing though. Is
no, it's true.
Oh, that's crazy.
Everything comes out of
to
China
me.
is true.
All right, well, it is a new single-day record for China. Maybe we'll get a holiday.
Yeah.
It is essentially equal to what the last movie made in its entire run there.
Wow.
So obviously
I
everyone
mean-
bought it on DVD and watched it 1,000 times, which made them so excited for this one.
Hey, Toretto.
It's too early to say exactly what this means in the long run, but
It
we
means it's
can't
going to make
really...
$1 billion. 1.3. It'd probably be over $1 billion by the end of the week over there.
It's going to be crazy. It's supposed to end up around 1.3 billion, and that would be 5th all-time behind Avatar, Titanic, The Avengers, and Harry Potter and the Deathly
That
Hallows
is-
Part 2.
this is fascinating.
It is fascinating, right?
What happened between Fast 6 and Fast 7? I don't want to put this all on the Paul Walker death.
No,
Paul
you
Walker,
can't.
You can't.
Paul
It's not.
Walker, but
Chinese
it's
don't care about
also bringing together the team. I mean, Furious 7 brought together a lot of actors. You're bringing in Jason Statham, who has a huge audience, especially for car-centric and fast and action-typed movies. He has his own audience. You put him together. You put Vin Diesel. Obviously, you have Paul Walker's last movie. You have The Rock. You're bringing in a lot of people. Think about how, the first Expendables had such hype because it was bringing this team together. That Furious 7 did that without overplaying it. They didn't.
But besides Jason Statham, which I agree brings them the action fans, there's really not that many. I mean, Kurt Russell's another guy that was brought in. He's not a box office draw.
Well, it's also like
Kurt Russell's in it?
if you look,
Kurt Russell, man.
He's in Fury 7?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
He's kind of like Bruce Willis's character was in Expendable movies.
Oh, okay.
but also like I don't know. I feel like you've gotten these characters, whether it be Ludacris or Tyrese, from different sectors, and it was just bringing kind of like the all-stars of the first 6 movies into one, and then also adding in someone else.
But what fascinates me is you had them all in 5, and then 6 did better, obviously. But the jump from 6 to 7 is just so huge.
This is beyond superhero numbers. This is like a complete and utter blockbuster of epic proportion.
And here's another thing. This was supposed to come out last year. Let's not forget that. This movie was supposed to come out
July something last year.
Because of Paul Walker's death, it was pushed a whole nother year. So maybe just that weight of wanting to see this movie a year ago, and then it just built up to like, oh my God.
If this opened last year around that time,
that's a good question.
It would have never been anywhere near this. This is going to top out at like 450 domestic, which is just mind-boggling.
Well, we will have to see. I'm going to be very interested if it hits one of these 5 off the list.
Man, I mean,
actually bump something.
800 million in 2 weeks worldwide is it's Avenger money.
Did you miss the 70 million in one day?
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just
still dumb. We were playing basketball. I missed every shot because I was dumbfounded. I couldn't. They're like, "Why are you missing shots?" I was like, "Because Fast Furious 7 made like $70 million in China in one day." People were like, "Wow."
Well, for those of you who don't want to hear as much about Fury 7, I'll throw in a tidbit of something else. Home added 15 million. New total, 111 million. Cinderella, 12.6 million. Foreign total, 256 million. There you go. They get a sentence. Furious 7 gets 4 paragraphs.
I mean, when you make $70 million in one day, nothing else should be talked about. Maybe just like mention the name of the movie, and that's about it.
I mean, like, if I was a Hollywood executive right now, I'd be making... I would tell every writer in Hollywood, start writing a script. I want cars in it.
Yep.
If you haven't jumped out of a car, that's a plus.
Yep.
No, there's no jumping out of cars. There's flying cars.
Flying cars, yeah. Like, literally, I would just be like, we need to get cars and stars in a movie as soon as possible.
I mean,
Twisted Metal, the movie, should happen now.
If this is any indication of what, the summer box office is going to be, and even Star Wars, obviously. I mean, Age of Ultron. I don't even know if Age of Ultron could do these numbers.
But like...
Yeah, but that's a second tier. That's a second tier. This was a second tier movie. Now this is a first tier movie.
Yeah, it made that jump.
This is the jump. Like, Mad Max is second tier. Terminator was first tier. Now it's second tier. And the trailer that just came out.
I guess I really want Mad Max to be first tier.
I would love for that to be first tier. But it's hard for radar movies nowadays to make that first tier.
If looking like the worst thing in the world was actually the best thing in the world, then the Terminator Genesis trailer would be actually really good.
No. What was the one we were talking about where the video games come in?
Oh, Pixels.
Pixels, yeah.
Oh, painful. All right.
I'm going to do a double feature, Pixels and Terminator. And I'm going to shoot myself afterwards.
Before we get into the international games, we finish international numbers, I want to throw out a couple of acknowledgments. Mr. Jamiron, who has now his name is not Jamiron Turner, it's Jamiron Boss Turner.
He's going to be Welcome to Jamrock now. That's his name, Welcome to Jamrock.
He sounds like a Fast and Furious character. Like, that guy can easily be part of the
other boss.
He did predict the top 5, so good job. Also, Mark Visoso?
No, Vizio. He owns the TV guy.
No, it's not Vizio.
He's the TV guy.
Hook us up with the TV, bro.
Mark,
yeah, what's up? I need a new 65 for my bathroom.
You guys, you got the box office right, so congrats to you. Also, we want to give a keep trying.
But I won, though. I was the closest.
Yeah, you were the closest.
Okay.
You really need to work on your humility factor.
Well, I'm doing
We're
really good
on the
that.
normal person
Well, I was going to give
thing.
somebody the Joyful Noise DVD if they beat me, and the new J. Peterman catalog with Sarah's number is encrypted in here, her home number,
and then blacked out.
And her sister's number as well.
I don't have a sister.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have a sister?
Sister-in-law.
Well, I have stepsisters.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, but keep trying. Ricky and Larry, good job. You're close.
That sounds like
I don't know your last
sounds like a movie with Adam
names,
Sandler in it.
Ricky and Larry?
Oh, no, it's Chuck and Larry Get Married, whatever it's called.
That was a movie. Anyway, good job, guys. Thank you for playing with us. Now on to another game, international numbers. Here we go.
Break out the Rosetta Stone, because it's time for the international title game.
Al esfuerzo y al heroísmo
You're still wrong.
That's the best.
You haven't been practicing.
I just blacked out. What happened?
It was the yeah. He blacked out.
I just blacked
He
out.
just blacks out.
What happened? Last 30 seconds are a blur to me. What's going on?
That's just you metamorphosize into something.
Oof, I don't know what happened. But
Yeah, it's a new word. We're making new words up today.
Okay.
I'm trying to be like E40.
Please, what is the rules for this week? Last week you changed it up on us.
It's
Yes.
got to be China.
In celebration of
That's not part of the rules.
70
That's
million
part of the
one-day thing, China will be, yes, from here to eternity on the movie title game.
Are we guessing the true one or the false
yes,
one?
one true.
One true.
One true.
I like this
Okay.
better because it gives me
You get some more creative
yeah, it gives
freedom.
my mind to expand
All right.
with ridiculousness. In honor of Paul Blart Mall Cop coming out,
Yep. Can't wait for that one.
we got China. We got
I can.
overweight dimwit, protector of evil.
Okay, that was the name of the first one.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
you just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Old school.
Okay. Oh, good one.
Old perverts score with young chicks.
Accurate.
Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, the King Kong type movie.
Charlie's Theron.
Young black panda rescues blonde woman.
Shut up. That is not real. Young black panda.
Yeah, because they have to associate with pandas. They don't even know what gorillas are down there.
Okay. That's not real.
Unfriended.
Oh, the movie's just coming out.
Murder on your news feed.
That makes sense.
So once again, Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Overweight dimwit, protector of evil. Old school.
Protector of evil.
Protector of evil.
Wouldn't it be protector
From
evil?
Hey,
Right. Paul Blart does not protect the evil.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
Maybe in China he does.
So who do we know that's bad with grammar?
Old perverts score with young chicks.
Okay. Don't believe that one.
Young black panda rescues blonde woman.
Okay.
And unfriended murder on your news feed.
It's either unfriended or
Yeah.
something.
Or I'm going to say the true one. I'm going to have to say unfriended.
I would assume it's also unfriended, but then I feel like he's trying to mess with us.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the Paul Blart one because that's grammatically incorrect.
Maybe it
So
is.
Who
which
else
one
did
you
you
going with?
insult?
Well, I gotta find my crackpot statisticians. I don't know what they're doing over there.
What was besides Mighty Joe Young?
Oh, there's the old school.
Old school?
One. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mighty Joe
Which one
Young.
would he
Old
rather?
perverts score with young chicks. I mean, that's what they did in the movie.
I'm gonna go with. I was gonna say Mighty Joe Young. But
Really, the
I
giant panda. Go with that one, please.
No, I'm going with unfriended.
Unfriended.
Okay.
And let's hear from Jupiter Josh, which, by the way, today is his last show.
Is it really?
This
Why?
is, guys, because I'm moving on to new pastures.
He's
Oh,
going to
wow.
go to China and make a new fast, low budget,
that
micro
makes
budget
me
film.
really sad.
Hey, it's not a
I
bad
know,
idea.
I'm sorry, guys.
I know.
That's
That's
This will be my
Really?
last time weighing in.
You're
but
unfriended.
Hey, maybe you can call in though, like from time to time.
of
and
course.
That's
give
bad
her
fun.
some astrology lessons.
All right, well, for your last time, let's hope you lose here.
For the
What do
last
you got?
time, it's got to be unfriended.
Okay.
There's no other answer.
We're on the same. All right, now I want you to get it right.
Oh, so young black panda rescues blonde woman is not really something that people believe in?
That's not good.
Are we all correct?
I don't think. I
Yes,
think even in
yes, you are.
I think even in China, they know that's not a panda.
Yeah, maybe. They're
All
so
right.
drunk on Furious 7, might be able to get past them. No, you guys are right. Unfriended
Oh,
was.
got it.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only one that made sense, really.
Sort of.
Actually, the old school one, I was kind of leaning towards that for a little bit.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
yeah.
If
It
it was-
is something like old school guys go with
I was
young
gonna say
chicks
if
or
it was
something.
like guys or old men or
Yeah.
something along those lines, it was the insertion of pervert that made me think.
Well, I like the word pervert. It's a good word. Nothing wrong with that word.
All right, that was our game. Now we have a list for you. These are top 5 grossing Nicholas Sparks movies.
Wow.
In case you were wondering, these are all recent ones. Very interesting.
Well, semi.
Well, in comparison to the Nicholas Sparks movies that
Yeah.
have been made,
True.
let's get into them. Number 5, The Lucky One.
now is this the Miley Cyrus?
Yes, it's
No,
Miley Cyrus.
no.
Yes, it is.
The last song is the Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll believe
The
her
Lucky
on this
One The lucky one is
Which
Zac
one is that?
Efron.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Zac
yeah,
Efron.
yep.
It's Zac Efron.
It's Zac Efron,
And,
he
what's
was
her
like
name?
a military dude, and he like found this woman's picture in the war, and he like held on to it, and he was like, "I'm gonna come back and find you." And
Yeah, it's like
he's-
Dear John meets the Notebook.
He stalks her and finds her, and then they fall in love.
So let me just break this down. The blueprint for these movies are it's either a guy or a girl.
Yes.
Who are extremely good looking.
Extremely good looking. Are in love with somebody, but halfway through the movie, usually a secret or some sort of. It's a secret of some sort.
Yeah.
Comes
Something
into
gets in the
play,
way.
and then they usually end tragically in love. Usually not always with a happy ending. Is that true? I haven't seen any of these movies, so you're gonna have to help me out.
Yeah.
Oh, she hasn't seen any of them either.
I've
Well,
seen some of them.
I've seen
Okay.
it.
And the ones you've seen, have they usually ended happy, or is it like Romeo and Juliet style, where it's just like, it's not gonna work out?
I think
not
I've seen the lucky one. All I know is that he has a dog,
Okay,
and I
you
really
don't
liked
remember
that he
anything?
had a dog
There you go.
All right.
or something,
Well, you
and
know
she
what?
like has a barn.
There's
and then-
there's three little facts about Zac Efron. His favorite movie is Goonies.
Okay.
He
At
went
one
to,
point, he got punched in the face.
he went to rehab for cocaine addiction in 2013,
Remember that.
and his idol is Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, only one of these I consider a bad decision.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
No, it's
going to rehab for coke addiction.
Okay.
Why are you going to quit that?
I don't know.
I mean,
but
unless it takes
this-
over your life.
Okay, the lucky one made $60.4 million. Then going up to number 4, which is the last song. Hello, Miley Cyrus. When she had like
Could
the
she act?
country, like brown locks.
She had to have dialect.
It's where she
coaches.
met her fiance.
Well, former
Liam
fiance.
Hemsworth? Oh, former, that's
fiance.
right.
Yeah,
Because now she's married
Oh.
to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, his son, Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, they did meet on the set of the last song. Liam Hemsworth,
see
who
this
has
one?
now been in.
It was junk.
I really don't
I mean,
know.
I didn't see it.
Maybe.
I'm just curious if she's a halfway good actor at all.
She had a whole TV show, Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
That stretched the acting chops.
She, she reported when she started twerking, she was doing it so much that she developed tachycardia.
What is that?
Yeah, it's like a irregular heartbeat. She was just twerking her ass off, basically.
The heartbeat was going with the same rhythm
Well, she
of
was
the
trying
twerking?
to do that, and she developed, tachycardia.
Anne Hathaway just did a parody
Oh, that's right.
of the lip sync battle, and she did a wrecking ball.
Did she
on
really?
TV? Yeah.
Was she naked?
No,
wish.
I think there was a white tank top, white underwear, combat boots outfit.
Go the full mile if you're going to do
Yeah,
it.
from
Live
she should just wear a-
television. There are
just wear
things
a-
they have to censor.
Just wear a mask and get naked, that girl.
All right, number 3.
That made me uncomfortable. All right, number 3, Safe Haven, which brought in $71.3 million. Safe Haven, I believe, is the one with Julianne Hough.
No,
correct?
yes,
No?
it's
Yes,
Josh Duhamel
yep.
and Julian Hough.
I heard
And there was like rumors she got it because of her relationship with Ryan Seacrest. Is
Wait
this
a minute, she
correct?
really?
got what? She got
the movie?
it from Josh?
The
Duhamel?
part.
The part. I could be totally off. Maybe this is a rumor that I made
Oh,
up
I'm
in my
sure
mind.
she has.
Now,
Well, she was on Dancing with the Stars, and she was a dancer.
She
and
danced
then,
with McCougar at the
and then
party.
she like came
danced
into.
with her a little bit.
She did Safe Haven, and she also did Footloose. But I think she
And
bridged.
Rock of Ages.
There we go. I thought that she used a little bit of obviously connections
Sex
to
appeal.
get those.
why not? I mean, here one thing I heard about this movie has like a ridiculous like ghost twist in it.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Have you heard of that? And this is the only reason why I've heard of this movie. Or I mean, I heard of it, but the only reason why I know anything about it is because people were trashing this twist in the movie. It's like a Shamalama Ding Dong twist.
Ugh,
where like
those are the worst
somebody in
twists.
the movie turns out to be like a ghost.
Remember we were talking about the good twists earlier? This one had the bad ones.
I have not seen it, so I can't speak to it.
Well, Josh Duhamel was a bathroom attendant as well in a New York club. Yeah, back in the days. And he patented a move. You know when they like flip out the towels to you?
Yeah.
He'd flip them out and give them around his back. So it was like an around the back move. So when you talk to bathroom attendants, be like, hey, could you give me a Duhamel? And he'll go around his back with it. He patented it.
And that is how he's going to be remembered in life.
So would they
Wonderful.
like take the towel and give
You
them
know
the
when
tip
they
at the
snap
same
it, they
Are
time?
you
snap it
really
out.
still talking about
Sorry.
this?
They snap it out and run behind their back.
All right, number 2, Dear John, $80 million.
This is a Channing Tatum
very,
one?
very close to the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Yes, this was Channing Tatum, Amanda Seyfried. I believe she was either coming right off like Mamma Mia. It was where she kind of made that transfer from being the background girl in Mean Girls to being a rising star. She did Dear John, she did Mamma Mia, and then eventually she got Les Mis. But I would say this movie was really starting her, putting her in the
This was
forefront.
actually one of the best ones. My buddy Jamie Linden wrote it. He did We Are Marshall, and he's been doing a lot of other good stuff. He's making a lot of money.
Now, is this the one where it's about the war or something like that?
This is
like
the
he
one
comes
where
back from war. Channing Tatum?
Every one is where they come back from war. Come on, man.
Pretty much. Or they come back from working with some sort of...
It's about like letters, like Dear John letters.
That's all it's about, though?
I'm sure there's more. I don't know.
Every single one of these posters are like
You
two
keep
people looking
like,
at each
you're
other.
A girl, you should know this.
Amanda
And I'm
Seyfried.
like,
I know a lot about these movies.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Amanda Seyfried, she was in Lovelace, obviously, which is a great movie. Little known fact about Lovelace, it's porn, obviously. Deep Throat, obviously. It made $600 million in the box office.
Yeah.
We're talking, and with inflation, it's in the $1 billion club.
I did not know that.
Well,
All right, well, there's Dear John. And number one, if you didn't guess it already, it goes to The Notebook.
Yep.
81 million. So just 1 million above Dear John, even though this one I know a lot about because it is a great movie.
yeah.
That's what people say. I've only seen half.
It's a really good movie. I've only seen half too, usually.
I've only seen half.
Well, because, girls get really turned on when they're watching it. And the next thing you know, it's over with.
That's exactly...
I was so on your side for about 10 seconds there. I was like, thank you. Yes.
I'm kidding. I've seen
friends.
the whole movie. It's very good. James Gardner was great in it. The lady from The Mother, she was great.
Yes, it is a wonderful movie. I absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, you should. Or,
Little known fact, Ryan Gosling, during like pre-production and like acting with Rachel McAdams, was like, I want her fired. I don't want her on this anymore.
Really?
Yeah. And they were like, that's not going to happen. And then sure enough, they fell in love and were dating for a while.
we're dating. And her audition video for this movie is online and is like one of the most watched audition videos for any film.
That's why they weren't firing
Is this
her.
the movie that kind of blew her up? I mean, she did
Mean Girls.
Wedding Crashers
Mean
before
Girls.
that. Well, yeah, but she didn't blow up from that movie.
Yes.
Everybody really got
Wedding
a lot of
Crashers
boosts
was
in Mean
before
Girls.
this, right?
People liked her in Mean Girls because she was intense. People fell in love with her
In
in
this
The
movie.
Notebook, in my opinion.
Including me. She looked great in it.
There we go. All right,
All
so
those rain
that
scenes
was
and
our
stuff.
list. Are we going to see any Nicholas Sparks movies in the future box office?
No, Longest Ride's going to be. Oh, maybe it's going to be number 5. This
I
week.
mean, it's a model now. They're just producing them left and right.
Pick an up and coming person,
market.
pick an up and coming girl, up and coming guy, try and throw them in a movie, get a couple bucks before they strike
it's a
big.
guy,
Maybe it'll promote DVD sales. Who knows?
Really sentimental guys will take chicks to go see this movie, or really sentimental guys will take other guys to this movie.
Unless like Ryan Gosling does another one, I can't see it like doing really.
He won't do
well.
it. He's toast.
Yeah, he's done with it.
You never know.
Notebook
it is.
2?
Maybe.
How does
No,
it
it's
end?
like
Can there be a sequel?
No, there cannot be a sequel.
I don't know how it
They
ends.
discuss their older lives and their younger lives.
Nicholas
in that movie.
Sparks movies are usually stepping stones for people's careers.
Yeah.
Unless they're playing the old people in it.
That's true. Channing
100%.
Tatum. No, he's
All right.
not what he was.
Zac Efron, the whole thing.
We're gonna get into our upcoming films
Yeah, there's
now.
a lot.
Why there's so many on this list? I do not know.
You know why?
I do.
Yeah, because
Because the first one we're going to talk about is
They're all coming out.
the first one we're going to talk about is Paul Blart Mall
Yes.
Cop 2,
Oh,
which
God.
should not be coming out because it looks awful.
It just looks so bad.
I really can't beat it down that much. One of my good buddies' his girlfriend's in it, so
Well, here's the thing.
I got to be a little biased.
The first movie came out, and Kevin James was riding off that like Hitch kind of success train, and basically I had no interest in the first movie, and I had no idea the first movie would be any good or do good, and it destroyed like at the box office. It hit like 100 million in a few weeks,
Like 130 or something.
Yeah, overall. But I remember just thinking to myself, and everyone started talking about it, like, oh man, Paul Blart. And to me, I'm like, okay, I liked him in Hitch. Maybe this is like, when Sandler first started coming out in movies, this is his best stuff. I was like, all right, this movie's got to be a hit for some reason. So I went and saw it, and I said, what the hell?
Well, look,
How is this movie making so much money? It was so dumb, so juvenile. It felt like, Home Alone in a mall almost at times.
that's sort of what they're going for. I mean, that's the demo. 11 to 15-year-old guys who are like not
Guys, 11
ready.
to
Who are
15-year-old
not ready to like. They'll go in there, they'll laugh, they'll revisit it in like 15 years and be like, hey, let's get a drink and watch Paul Blart. Remember we loved it when we seen it when we were 11, and then they'll want to go shoot themselves afterwards and be like, how the fuck did I like something like that?
For Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, they do not have a score up on Rotten Tomatoes yet, but there are 3 critics reviews. I'll read you the one from the Rotten Tomatoes top critic,
Let's hear it.
Tom Hiddleston from Time Out. What would a film be like if every single person involved made as little effort as humanly possible?
Oh wow!
If that doesn't make
Who
you
wrote
want to
that?
see
Ken
this
Knapsack?
movie.
Did Ken write that?
Let me read. Look.
I mean,
No.
here's the thing.
Sounds
First
like
of
a
all, it's a huge distance from part 1 and part 2.
Oh yeah.
Usually when you're going to make
6 or 7 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like when Paul Blart made a bunch of money, I was like, they're probably going to crank a sequel out in a year.
Yeah.
Or 2 at the most.
Well, no, they did, but they called it like Zookeeper. They just switched it up. They're like, hey, put this guy in the zoo.
That's a horrible movie.
Yeah.
Let's not even get into that. Although Stallone was a lion in that movie. He was the best part about it. Yeah. And did you?
gonna ignore
Let me
that.
ask you this: did you watch the first one, Paul Blart?
I hope not. I don't remember, but I
That's
really...
the thing. Even if you saw it, listen, I saw it, and I could tell you about 2 things about the movie because it just left my mind exactly after I saw it.
I remember a segue, but I don't know if I got
Yeah,
that from the
that's right, there
trailer
was
of
a segue.
watching it.
Probably.
But I mean, Kevin James, I don't think his career has gone the way he was hoping it would go.
I don't
like
think
you
so
said,
either.
Zookeeper was bad. Grown Ups, you can't call
His
that a
bank
Kevin
account's
James
going
movie.
the way he wants it to go.
I mean,
That's for sure.
Well, Grown Ups is not a Kevin James movie.
No.
That's just it's the Expendables of crappy comedies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's kind of going back to the well a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a hit. I think it will be a hit because a lot of people, for some reason, love that first film.
Yes.
And I will say, when I saw it, it definitely is a kids movie.
Yes, correct.
And I was kind of hoping it'd be a little more in there for the
It's
adults.
somebody who doesn't want to see Home or like Cinderella and be like, hey, let's go see
but
Paul Blart.
isn't this one in like... What's the
It's in
setting
Vegas.
of
It's
this?
in Vegas.
So it's a kids movie set
Oh,
in Vegas?
it's a
Yeah,
kids
you know what's
movie.
going to happen. It's like, it's going to be like some high-profile guy's going to rob a casino but like hurt nobody.
Exactly.
And nothing's really going to happen. And Paul Bart's going to do the wrong stuff and it's going to turn out to be the right stuff. And he's going to solve the problem and Paul Bart's going to be a hero. And if it makes a lot of money, you're going to see Paul Bart 3 in I don't know, Nevada, not
This
Nevada,
conversation
Ohio
is
or
boring
something.
because this movie's horrible. Okay, we're going to
Yeah.
move on.
Kevin James ran a
We're moving on.
4.6
We are
40
moving
in
on
high school.
to Unfriended, which we have already mentioned.
Yes. The Skype.
Yeah, it was supposed to
Basic-
be. It was supposed to be a TV movie for MTV.
Was it really?
Like, sort of like a Catfish kind of thing, but it tested so well. They're like, just throw this in the theaters and watch these idiots go see it.
MTV is kind of honing in on this horror
Social-
sector right now. We've got Unfriended that's coming out.
Yeah,
They're
the
coming out with
social
that new
media angles of
They're
it
coming
all.
out with a Bella Thorne TV show that's like Scream.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
That's coming out as well, and looking like they put together a pretty nice trailer for it.
MTV's got a lot of money.
But Unfriended is coming out for those of you who haven't heard about it. It's the one where they're all in some sort of group chat.
Yeah, it's
and
like
all of a sudden
Skype and
ones
stuff.
start getting killed off. It looks fun. I'm going to see it. I know someone in it, so I'm
Yeah,
interested to see how they die.
It's 11 to 15-year-old guys are going to go see Paul Blart, and 13 to 19 chicks who wear tight shorts and dress up like the Kardashians are going to go see this.
Let me say something. First of all, Josh McCouga actually saw this movie last week because he was doing some press, and he said it was a good movie. He really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but his horror taste is
Is it off? Is
Yeah.
it off? Okay.
What
says
else
he gets
does he
scared.
like?
He likes like extreme movies, like Aspen, like Extreme, and
He likes everything.
Point Break. He
But
gets scared. He says it.
the thing that fascinates me about this movie is they shot it all in one day. They
Yes.
like a play, and that boggles my mind. If this thing makes any money, how much do you think this thing cost? It must have cost peanuts.
Peanuts. Well, they got no stars.
No stars.
They shoot it very
They
quickly.
shoot it with a webcam.
Shot it in one day.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had this idea because I'd be making
Let's all go.
millions of dollars
After
right now.
this, let's go.
It's
I
MTV.
got an iPhone 6. We'll go shoot a movie.
Let's go shoot a movie.
Right away, send it
Yeah,
out.
sell it
Yeah.
to MTV immediately.
I do think it's interesting. I don't know if I could sit in the theater for an hour and a half and just see, people on the computer going through Facebook and
Nah.
showing videos. Because the whole thing is shot. It's like you're watching a giant screen.
Yeah, nobody cares.
A computer screen. It's not like, people walking around and stuff like that.
People
It's
spend
just-
more than an hour in a row staring at their own computer
know,
screen.
but-
It'll be in the top 5.
If this was a 15-minute video like on YouTube,
great.
I would watch it. But
We'll see.
I just can't see going to
I
theater
think
for
the
it.
reviews are pretty high. I think that it's going to get some really good word of mouth, and I think it's a new take on horror.
Yeah.
That hasn't really been seen before.
Social
so
media.
I'm interested to see it. I am looking forward to this movie a little bit. All right,
Netflix.
Getting
Social media is
into
$1 billion business.
Monkey.
More.
You can watch it on your computer. It'll feel real.
Netflix, there you go.
Twitter. Watch it on Twitter. Watch it on
Monkey
Snapchat.
Kingdom, a movie
Oh,
that
yeah.
was not shot in one day.
No.
Probably took so much footage. It's about
It's these Disney nature
Disney,
movies.
yeah, life.
Yeah, it's trying to be March. It's
nature.
trying to be March of the Penguins, but
But-
it's not going to hit.
No.
Penguins have pizzazz. They have style.
People
monkeys-
really
monkeys-
like the prairie dogs.
Yeah, but monkeys jack off and like just
But here's the
dig
thing.
holes and like throw stuff at people.
Monkeys are, they're
Some people are
very
scared of
intelligent.
monkeys.
I'm scared of monkeys.
People are scared of monkeys.
Oh, of course. They rip people's faces off.
I watched a monkey.
The monkeys are insane.
He tossed off, then, shit in his hand and threw it at somebody.
Now, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Utter disrespect. No, it's fun to watch, but it's not fun to be anywhere near.
The March of the Penguins. The last movie was Bears, which I didn't see. I know Ken Knapsack loves bears.
Oh, he loves bears. He feeds bears. He eats raw fish every day, that guy.
But, I think the monkeys might be one of the more exciting Disney nature movies just because, first of all, they're jumping from tree to tree. Mm-hmm. They're running around, grabbing people's purses. And, you've seen that? You've seen some of the videos?
I'm still not excited for this movie.
In some places in China, they've, basically are gangs. You can't even go in their neighborhood.
There's a couple of monkey gangs in China. They're actually stronger than actual real people.
It's true.
Okay, well, they've made this movie. It's coming out.
I can't wait to see this movie.
I'm really glad this half of the table's excited about it. I'm probably not going to be seeing it. Instead, I might be seeing Let's Talk About True Story coming out, which I feel like hasn't had a ton of publicity.
Yeah.
Although it has some... That is the question. If you haven't heard about it, I'll read you the movie info.
It's got a great premise.
It is about a New York Times reporter played by Jonah Hill, who meets accused killer played by James Franco, and there's this identity, and it's
it's talented Mr. Ripley-esque.
Yeah, but it's based on actual events, and there's murder and love and deceit.
Yeah, basically Franco goes to jail for murdering his family. And when the police capture him, he gives them the name of a reporter for the New York Times or something who's played by Jonah Hill. Mm-hmm. And Jonah Hill apparently lied on some story, so he just got fired. And he's
Brian Williams style.
Yeah, Brian Williams style. And he kind of goes to interview James Franco, wants to know, why did you use my name when you gave him to the cops? And this relationship forms. And that's the basic I got from the movie. Yeah. I'm actually supposed to see a screening of it tomorrow night, which I'm pretty excited for.
Felicity Jones is also on it.
Yes, which
I like her.
And she was great.
Is this the one where James Franco has a bald head?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what movie that is.
But this movie is coming out. Huge stars. It seems like it has a good storyline. It seems like... So I'm wondering, why aren't people talking about it?
I wonder...
Why is this not being pushed?
First of all, it's not a comedy. And when you think James Franco and Jonah Hill, you think these two guys together are going to make a comedy.
This is... exactly. This is Jonah Hill's only second Trek not comedy. The first one was Moneyball. And he got an Oscar nod. So
yeah, and you look at James Franco, who got a huge nod for 127 hours.
Yeah.
They both have... They have an audience who wants to see them not be funny. I guess it is testing the waters of putting them together and also doing that.
I think that's why they're going with a slow release. They're not going crazy wide. I mean, the average American is going to see, a movie called True Story, Jonah Hill, James Franco must be a comedy. They're going to walk in and be like, what have I walked into? And I think, they could be happily surprised because it's gotten good reviews.
Who are you taking tomorrow?
What?
You taking somebody with you?
Oh, a friend of mine is the one that invited me to the screening.
Oh, wow. I thought you were saying if you're going to take Cody or Cops or kick him out, I'll go with you.
I was jealousy flaring up, in case you're wondering.
Another true story is I'll be seeing Monkey Kingdom this weekend.
Okay.
I mean,
you guys go have fun with that.
doing a thing.
Another movie worth mentioning, Child 44.
Yes.
Coming out. JT, do you want to take this one?
I'm very interested in this because Tom Hardy, who we were just talking about, Mad Max. This guy could do no wrong for me. I mean, he's not made a bad movie in my eyes. Even movies that haven't lived up to great potential. I like The Drop with Gandolfini. I thought it was a solid crime film. Hardy was the best thing in the movies alongside Gandolfini. He always gives a good performance. And
he's got a strong brow.
Yeah, he does. Child 44 has a great cast. Gary Oldman. It takes place during a Stalin era.
It's a great premise.
During Russia, when all these children are being murdered, basically, by a serial killer. And Tom Hardy's job is to basically try to find out what's going on. And he finds out there's some government protection for the serial killer. Again, this is just stuff I pulled from the trailer. It looks fascinating. The director is the only thing I'm a little worried about. He's the guy,
Espinosa, right?
Yeah, Espinosa, which he directed. The last one I believe was Safe House with Denzel.
I like that movie.
Ryan Reynolds. I never saw it. I heard mixed things.
It was good.
It was
Denzel's
good?
always good.
Okay, so are you seeing True Story or are you seeing Child 44?
After Monkey Kingdom, I will probably go see... I'll probably see Child 44. If I had to pick, I would see Child 44 only because I think Tom Hardy... I'm more interested to see what he does.
I
think it's going to be a slower movie. I think
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
be slower.
I think it's, but
It's
it
a real
has
success
that.
story.
But it has that murder. You know, both movies are kind of murder mysteries.
That's exactly, and I don't know. I think if I have to choose one, I'm going to choose True Story. Maybe I'll just wait till you guys see it. and
Monkey
I'll
Kingdom.
take
You
your
can go
opinion.
see Monkey Kingdom.
Also, just throwing it out there before we move on because we have to get into our predictions
he
because we're
drinks
running out of
13
time.
cans of Red Bull a day, Tom Hardy. And if they don't
That's
sell it,
unhealthy.
well, it's better than crack cocaine and alcohol that he used to do.
Also coming out is Monsters Dark Content.
Yeah, this is
I got some Sophia Boutella.
Rated R, drama, sci-fi, thriller. Coming out, directed by Tom Green. Stars.
My friend Sophia
Tom
Boutella.
Green.
No, not that Tom Green. My friend Sophia Boutella's in
But
this, who
it's
just got
directed by
Star
Tom
Trek.
Green.
So I was with Sophia this weekend to celebrate her Star Trek
She
gig.
just got cast in the new Star Trek there.
Yeah, the girl from
Kingsman. She was on the Schmoeville No Show a couple weeks ago.
I was with her, and Madonna called her because she danced with her for 10 years. So she
Okay.
goes, "Congratulations on that thing." I was like, "Can I speak to Madonna for a second?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hey, Madonna, this is Tom, Sophia's friend." And she's like, "Hey," I was like, "I just got one question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of lover was Sean Penn?" And she goes, "There was not even a scale." She goes, "He was off the scale."
Charlize Theron, I bet she could back that up.
I thought we
Yeah.
were working on the no lying.
I'm not lying. I'm friends with Sophia. Everybody knows that.
He did bring her into the studio.
Okay. Well, those are upcoming films. We're going to see how they do. Let's get into predictions. We're starting with your table, so stop giggling. Stop.
Okay, sorry.
Prediction time. And then
I love
we might take
predictions.
some
Well,
calls.
since I won last week, I'll go again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take it away.
I think number 5 is going to be the Sparks Nicholas ride, or the
longest
ride. Yeah,
ride.
that one. It'll probably drop down to about what it make
13-ish.
13 is
Yeah,
probably going
it's
to do
gonna
about.
drop.
It's probably going to do about 5.5.
Nothing's going to make more than 5. Okay.
You're going to see Home.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to see Unfriended.
Okay.
Probably at like 15 to 17, depending on how many chicks come out.
Okay.
Paul Blart, Mall Cop, Dwa.
So you're saying it's not going to make as much as Fast?
No, Paul Blart's going to do
Okay.
about 22.
Okay.
And Furious will probably, well, I told you it's going to rain till Avengers comes out.
Yep.
Furious is going to do about 37, probably. $37 million.
Pretty
Not
close.
here, though. Not China.
Yeah,
China's
yeah.
going to do $4 billion in like a week.
Pretty close to mine, but shall I
All
go?
right. Take it away, JT.
Number
please.
5, I'm right there with you. Longest ride. It's going to have a
Mm-hmm.
big drop off. Just enough to stay in the top 5 because I think everything below it is not going to make much money. Get Hards out of there. Number 4, I am going to go with the Monkey Kingdom.
That's where my question is. What is Monkey Kingdom going to do?
That's the thing. I think because of Paul Blart, it's going to pull a lot of money away from it. But it does have a specific audience. It was a lot, the Bears didn't do that bad. And I think,
He's going nationwide.
You're going to get the name. Yeah, it's anything with the word Disney in front of it is going to make money.
My
So,
people are telling me Monkey Kingdom's not going to do anything.
That's the question. That is the question.
That's monkey business.
So
It's
you're
gonna
putting
number 3, I'm going to go with Home. It's staying strong. Only dropped 30%. Even if it dropped another 30%, it's going to be close to 15 million.
Wow.
So I think it's going to do well.
I think you're confused.
I think you are too.
No, I said Longest Yard.
You said Longest
Monkey
Ride.
Kingdom.
And then you said Monkey Kingdom. And
Then
then
Home.
you said Home.
And number 2 is Paul Blart. Number 1's Fast 7. I don't
wow.
think Unfriended's going to make top
Oh,
5.
you don't think Unfriended's going to make top 5?
You don't think it's going to make $5 million bucks?
That's what it has to be.
I think Longest Yard's going to drop down to like
Longest
9.
Ride.
Longest, what did I say, Yard?
Yard.
I hate
like
that.
4 times.
And I hated that Adam Sandler movie too, so I apologize.
The original one was good.
The original one was good, but I just don't think Unfriended is going to make that much money.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think people want to go to sit in the theater and see.
Just for shits and giggles,
Skype.
what's your Furious number? Because you ain't going to need it.
I think it's at 60. It's probably gonna be like 45. And Paul Blart, I'm right around there. I think it's maybe closer to 30.
No way.
Listen, Kevin James, they love that first movie.
22 tops.
We'll see.
That's a high end.
30. I think
All
it
right.
could close to 30. It might hit like 28, 27, but it'll be closer to 30.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Double S?
Is that my name? Double S?
Yeah. I don't know what your middle name is, though.
I'm not going to tell you now.
All right.
I'm interested to see how Monkey Kingdom does, because if you look at like Disney documentary in nature, it's normally it fluctuates from like 4 to 10 million. So it's really if the longest ride drops more than 60%, it's out. And it doesn't
gonna
have
drop.
the greatest reviews. So I think I'm going to put Monkey Kingdom number 5.
Monkey
I thought you were
business.
going for.
Well, the thing is, it's a
Okay.
nature movie.
Yeah.
Also looking at, you have you've got a kids movie with Home, you've got a teen movie with Unfriended, you have who knows who to see Paul Blart, but people, I guess, and then you've got everyone else in the world seeing Furious, except for the audience of our, I guess, the older generations. And I think that they could go see Monkey Kingdom. If you're looking at movies like, what was it, second best exotic Marigold Hotel that opened at like 8, I don't think the full audience is going to see Monkey Kingdom, but I think you're going to get a percentage of that. So I'm going to do Monkey Kingdom 5, go up to Home, then Unfriended, then Paul Blart, then Furious.
Wow, what's your number on Furious?
My number on Furious.
Give your top 5 again. You want by?
Monkey Kingdom, number 5.
Okay.
Home, number 4. I basically have the same list as him, except for I think Monkey Kingdom.
So you think longest ride's out of there?
I do.
Okay.
I think longest ride is out.
Interesting.
I'm just excited for like Get Hard to be out. That's the only one I'm really worried about.
Gotcha.
Unfriended, I do think it's going to go really well. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Unfriended did better than Paul Blart.
No way.
I mean, okay. You know what? I like your theory on Monkey Kingdom. I like that. But I don't think it's going to be Unfriended is not going to be a Paul Blart.
That's why I didn't put it above, because it might not. But I guess I would just be
possible.
happy
It's possible.
if it did. Paul Blart and then Furious. Furious, I'm going to put at...
Well, JTE has Unfriended at number 12 this week in the box office.
Number
No.
6. I think it'll be number
More.
6 or 7.
I think that it's pulling in the MTV audience more than your...
I just
You're
don't.
allowing.
Yeah, maybe I'm
Our
MTV
top-
audience. Go
I also
see
think
Monkey
that
Kingdom.
I think the advertisements have really been out there for it. I think that they've been doing a good push for that movie.
Our top 5
where
next
I'm going to
week.
put Furious. I'm probably... What did you guys say?
I said 45.
And you said 37?
Yeah,
you said like
I said 36.
You said you think it's gonna go down 36?
Yeah, I got 36
All
million
right.
right there.
All right, I'm going 45. I think.
You might. I mean,
I'm like right around where you guys are.
He's gonna lose anyway because Unfriended's gonna be nowhere. Unfriended's gonna be in the top 5.
I hope Monkey Biz is number 1.
No, our
Just so-
top 5. Our top 5 movies to talk about next week are movies with the name Monkey in it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, Monkey Shines.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Kingdom.
next week.
Monkey
I'm going
Business.
to put
Monkey Business
Furious
is
at
right.
around... I want to guess something different than both of you, but I'm going to
Just
guess
get
it
in
around...
between.
I'm going to put it at 40.
Okay.
All right,
Why
there you
not?
go.
All right.
That's actually not a bad guess.
Do we have a caller
We'll
to see if?
yeah, are we
anybody
doing
wants
any
to,
caller predictions today? I was like, I can't see my screen right now,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Call in to Box Office Breakdown. Tell us how much you want to see Monkey Kingdom.
Yeah, and
That is not the question.
If you beat us
Our
at 5
question
and
is-
5,
I'm
there
more
you go.
scared of a monkey than some kids on Skype. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, joyful noise.
All right, we do
Here we
have a
go.
caller. It seems like Jupiter
Hey,
Josh.
welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Hey guys, it's Haroon.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Everyone?
what's
How you
up,
doing?
buddy?
What's up?
You got your top 5 ready for us? You could win a Joyful Noise Blu-ray and a Jay Peterman catalog with Sarah's number and address and a measurement.
Okay.
Encoded into the catalog.
Yes, encoded.
I'm gonna start throwing things at you from across the table. I'm just gonna like bring up my own little like bag of I don't know what and just chuck them at you.
She's crazy.
I'm sorry. What is your 5 list?
What?
What is your list for next week?
Oh, okay. So number 5, I'm gonna say the most anticipated movie of the year, Monkey Kingdom.
Nice.
God bless you.
I don't know if I'm not.
Number 4, I'm gonna say Home.
Okay.
Not a bad pick.
Right there with
I
me
mean,
so
I
far.
don't know. Number 3, Unfriended.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Paul Blart.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that people like that. So
Yeah.
it's there.
I think we should be friends. We have the same opinions.
And number 1 obviously is Furious, right?
Yeah,
Unless you're
Series
putting,
7 definitely number 1.
Okay.
Like
And
45 million.
45. Okay, we'll remember that. Like I said, if you win, you get Joyful Noise and the Peterman catalog.
They're-
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
It's a spring 2015. It's his best one. Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks,
Thank you.
dude.
That's a good list. He's got a
It's my
it's
list.
your list, which I think you have a pretty good list. I think you guys are
We
underestimating.
get one more and we out of here?
One more.
Yeah,
Here
one
we
more.
go,
Let's
and then we
go.
gotta leave.
Yeah.
Welcome
No,
to Box Office Breakdown. What do you got for us today?
no top 5, just a question.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
hey, this is Dylan Esposito.
Hey,
course
there
it
he
is.
is. What's up, dude?
Hey,
You usually have fantastic questions. You got one for us today? Besides JT's
yeah, actually,
Monkey
my top
Kingdom.
5 is the same as you, Tom.
Nice, dude. I like that.
I got Furious 7 at like 28, but
Oh, okay.
No, it's
just
gonna land with a 3 in front of it for sure.
yeah, Furious 7 just passed 800 million like worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it pops out at?
Well, they're saying 1.3 billion. That's what they're predicting already.
I mean, if they're seeing it like gangbusters in China. I mean, they're taking off work. People getting fired. They're actually executing people for taking off work over there.
This is
to
best.
see this.
This is,
People putting their lives on the line to see this.
let me just say, this is best case scenario for Universal because, again, when Avengers does drop May 1st, it's just going to be a vacuum.
Yes, correct.
And the fact that it's making this much money this quickly is just the best case scenario for them. And I think wherever it ends up the week before Avengers is pretty much where it's going to, it'll still grow a little bit, but it's going to be stopping its tracks for the most part.
I think it's gonna. I think this is gonna do $800 million overseas.
I was about to say, you better not say domestic.
800. No, no, way. No.
Yeah.
800 overseas, give or take, maybe 750, and another 420 domestic. So we're talking like 1.35 billion, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, they're saying 1.3. I think when you start estimating around the billions, you're getting pretty close. I mean, it's
800 million.
Whether it's 1.3
overseas
or
is
1.4 or 1.25,
unbelievable.
that's hard to estimate. I think they're pretty accurate. I don't think we're going to be getting like 1.6 billion.
No.
If that's the
that's
question.
a lot. That's Avenger money.
Once you hit the billion club, everything after that is just gravy.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
it really honestly doesn't.
Again, I think it's very surprising. I don't think if you asked me, a month ago, do you think it'll hit $1 billion? I'd be like, no.
No, I would.
These movies never hit that.
I would have said 200 for Furious 7 domestic, and another maybe like 400 for overseas. I would have topped it out at 600 million, but it's gonna double that.
I don't know what you could add to this franchise to make it any bigger, or like who you could add to this franchise. It's
You
just,
can do anything you want with this thing.
I mean,
You could throw Bugs Bunny in it, and the whole Looney Tunes cast.
They're already making a Space Jam too.
I mean,
Come on.
yeah,
are
no,
they
this is-
really?
yeah, this whole
oh,
Fast
that's
and
right. I
Furious.
heard about that with LeBron. Hopefully,
Toretto
He
races
did good name.
Elmer Fudd.
he does. Kind of look like him.
Ridiculous.
All right, Dylan.
just-
Thanks for the call, man.
Thanks, dude.
Wait, before I go, just so you know, if it tops out at 1.3, it'll be the 5th biggest movie of all time.
It's
Yep.
crazy town.
Yeah. I mean,
Insane.
Fast and Furious taking over the world.
Thanks, dude.
Do you think? Let me ask you both a question. Do you think Avengers will make more money worldwide?
Yes.
Yes.
You think they'll make over 1.3 billion?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
be
think
interesting.
it'll do
Because
another.
you've been
it's gonna do-
questioning like what caused this gap between 6 and 7. Like,
I think it'll be very close overseas.
yeah, it'll be
But
close overseas, but
we'll
it's
blow it out
gonna-
domestic.
Exactly.
Avengers
Yeah.
do 800 million domestic. here.
Domestic, the first movie I think broke $201 million opening weekend.
Yes.
The second one's going to do around the same, if not more. The only thing I think is, like I said, they've had this whole month to just clear out wherever they can. Avengers opens up 2 weeks later, Mad Max another week after that. It's this beginning of the summer season.
Boom.
It's going to be in a more crowded environment, so I think it's going to do its money, but
Okay, we
can be
are
close.
going to be about to be
Yes.
like kicked out of this studio.
Yeah, we
so
gotta go.
thank you so much for listening to Popcorn Talk Network for Box Office Breakdown.
yep.
We are here every Monday. Please, of course, we love it when you interact with us. So
We do.
rate, subscribe, comment, Twitters for the two of you.
you can catch me at Schmoes JT is watching Monkey Kingdom.
Yeah, at Bob Finstock.
All right.
No Twitter yet.
No Twitter, but
Yeah.
we will come up next week. We will have the
numbers.
winner of whoever has been winning our predictions for all these weeks. Researchers will be in.
If
Yes,
I
sir.
win, do you guys have to go see Monkey Kingdom with
Wait,
me and do a review?
bye, Jupiter Josh.
Yeah,
Oh,
bye,
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
guys.
Bye,
I'm gonna
Jupiter.
miss you guys.
It's been a
Triple
real
C2.
pleasure.
It has been
Triple
an
J.
absolute pleasure, guys. You guys
Yeah.
are the best.
Call in.
Can't
and,
replace you.
You're the
Sad.
best.
He's going to work for Microsoft.
That's true.
Yeah. He's going to be Bill Gates' right-hand man.
All right. Well, we are signing off of that. Goodbye.
Bye.
Keep watching those
Producers
numbers.
Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network. We would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.